One of the comparisons that this article is breaking down, which is another big piece I really feel like people don't think about enough, is how and why people who are making a buying decision in the B2C realm versus the B2B realm actually make their decisions. And so you're talking about like, everyone knows and talks about like people buying from emotion or people wanting influence or people wanting solutions. And there are actual breakdowns in B2C customers being more emotionally tied to, I'm going to buy this because I think it means something about me. It says something about me and it's a convenience. Whereas B2B people are looking for solutions and have looked at the differences and is this thing going to solve
It's
my
like more technical, logical, more like
Yep.
strategic
Yep.
versus
It's right brain, left brain thinking of
this
when you
is
make your
beautiful. Like
decision.
I even think like buying a house and like remodeling a kitchen, like how much more of an emotional decision that is than it's like, okay, well, I get it if like the dishwasher's out and you need a new dishwasher, that's a logical decision. But like when you start to get into these bigger purchases that are a lot more money on the consumer side.
Well, it literally start to just think about the last B2C purchases you've made. And I'm thinking about our lawn care, for instance, or our pest control. Like it was really important for us for like them to not use certain chemicals and for
Yeah.
it to be a more natural experience and for us to like kind of be taught, like them explaining what they're doing and why they're doing it. Like we wanted to be a little bit more part of the process. Was because of those factors that ultimately made us choose who we chose because we got those needs met. There's plenty of other lawn care companies out there who are just like the opposite of that and are maybe even the same price, but those aren't my needs. And so I wasn't considering them.
Right. And while I'm sure a lot of that was charged by safety, personal, and especially Penelope, but also that's an emotional choice. Like
Yep.
it's not,
100%.
it like it's going to make you feel better if
Mm-hmm.
you buy the safer option for a variety of reasons.
Right. Right. But
And
you also like couldn't charge me 10 times the price for it.
no, you literally, I'm right. I mean, you might be able to charge 20% more, but you couldn't necessarily charge 700% more for the same quote unquote type of service. But I do think part of it goes to in when you can start to quantify something as an investment. And I do think this is where the lines do blur on B2C and B2B. Because I do think there are some consumer decisions you could purchase a service of sorts that they are considered an investment versus like a cost or a luxury. Um, and if you can get into someone making an investment decision, then I feel like the ability to charge a higher premium price point, they're more willing to look at what will it bring them back long term.
Mm-hmm.
And on the business side, though, I think the potential return is generally a lot higher.
I
So,
agree.
like a remodel, for instance, okay, yeah, that's an investment, but you tend to break even on a kitchen or whatever. And is it like half for bathrooms? I'm not in the real estate market, so don't quote me at all. But like you're not actually making the whole thing back versus like in the business world, you might be looking for something where you're going to get a 5x return or a 10x return, where you're going to really multiply your cash. And so you're willing to put more upfront into a service. And I think if we could help people get clearer on what problem are you solving and how is it an investment and what kinds of returns can your clients see, I think people's willingness to pay a much more premium price point exists regardless of like the type of service. I can think of so many different types in the B2B world that just they cross so many different skills. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you have to be amazing at advertising to get or an ROI on something. Like there are so many opportunities there, to be pretty niche, like
Mhm.
pretty skill set specific, and still do really well.